as St. Martin, our people, we have to work together, you know. So moving forward,
You just need to get back to basics, and from there you could see everything.
Do not settle for less in life. And entrepreneurship is the best way to go. Working for yourself is absolutely 2 thumbs up. A pleasant good afternoon, St. Martin. How you doing? Welcome to your program, Strictly Business, with your host, Brian Barron, your co-host, Julian Rolox Jr. Good evening to the rest of the world, and good morning as well, because we got SOS family all over. Call up a friend and tell them to tune in to SOS Radio 95.9 FM right now, because for another great and interesting program today. Before we get started, we got to shout out to all our great sponsors. We have GBE, our water and electricity company. GB, as always, we thank you for your continued support. Fat Boys Kitchen, Jimmy right there on the Pondville. If you're looking for some great tasting Johnny cakes, come on, go and visit Jimmy's today, right there on the Illidge Road. And of course, you can get your jerk chicken and your ribs as well. Jerky's on the Illidge Road, right next to Aki Supermarket, for all your great, delicious jerk chicken as well. And of course, if you're looking for groceries, Aki Supermarket is right there for you for all your grocery shopping today. Then we have the St. Martin International Guest House. If you're visiting the island, you're looking for a great spot, great price, give them a call today at 588-1216. That is the St. Martin International Guest House. Give them a call today at 588-1216. If you're looking for your electronics, you're looking for your iPads, your iPhones, your flat screen TVs, go and visit the Bold Chance Electronics Store right there on the front street. Bold Chance, thank you so much for your continued support. Then if you're thinking movies, think the Video Block in French Quarter for all your movies on DVD, USB, hard drive. If you need PS3 games, PS4 games, Xbox One game, give the Video Block a call today at 590-873325. That is 590-873325. And remember, the Video Block has a tutty special deal that you just gotta come and see. Thank you so much for all our great sponsors. Rolox Jr., good afternoon, my brother.
B, what's going on, man? How you doing? St. Martin, how you doing today? How you doing today? Today's a sunny day. You know, we're here on the best radio station on the island, which is SOS Radio.
Hands down.
Yeah, I can tell you that. You know, SOS, you know, and we, of course, Strictly Business with you guys. You know, we're here to stay. We won't stop. You know how it is, man, B. B, today we're going to have a special program, you know. As you know, my father's here on the island. He's going now in the week coming because we had to change the ticket, you know. We move around, you know. We go have some fun, go by the casino, go here and there. And we was by the casino on, I think, last week, someday, you know. And Brian, I was sitting down in a specific casino, and they had plenty dealers, you know, like, let's say 30, 50 dealers, or maybe let's say 30 dealers.
Wow.
Not one of them was local, Brian. Not one of them, okay? So I think we really have to touch on that.
Okay.
Touch on that today.
Interesting topic.
You know, it's something that since when I came back to St. Martin, I've been, you know, thinking about it. Why is the local St. Martin, it's like disappearing. You know, you don't see them no more. It's either they don't come out, or they're not dying out. You know. So I would like to talk about that today. I think it's very important. You know,
nice.
And I know you have your say on that.
Yeah,
too,
man, that's a powerful topic.
Of course, we must give the big man the word now.
Let's bring in the guy with all the wisdom who's gracing us here with his presence. You know, it's bittersweet that he's leaving. Thank God he's here with us.
It's bittersweet for you, you know, and we like to thank Billy for the last program we had. You know, a lot of people came in.
When you shared it, when your father shared the story.
Yeah, a lot of people came in when we reached out the door.
Yeah.
You know, they had a guy came and he had a stroke also, a much younger guy. You know, and as you can see, the patients, the stroke patients are there on the island.
Yes,
you know,
yes,
they're
many.
And we as young folks, Brian, me, you, Melvin, you know, all the young folks out there, we have to look out and start looking at our pressure.
Yeah.
Health
is number one.
Health is number one.
It's number one.
It's not about age. It's not about age. You know, my father's 60, 61. When you see he got a stroke at 61, you know, he's a grown man.
Yeah.
But Brian boy, you know, you get a stroke. It's not easy.
Right.
You get a stroke in your 30s.
Yeah, it's rough.
I don't want to even talk about that, Brian. You know, it's rough because
Your lifespan shot.
yes, you know, now we have to work, Brian. It's our time to shine, to work, and make sure when we're 60,
Yeah.
if we get a stroke,
Right.
we can relax.
Fight back, and fight back
Not
as well.
okay, fight back, but fight back that can come. But relax, and every day you get up, you got a piece of fish.
Right.
You got food. You can, you know, you have to worry.
You can still be comfortable.
Where the money coming
Right.
from? You know.
Right.
But anyhow, it was good to be.
Rolex Senior, good afternoon.
I'm humbled, gracefully humbled, being here with my favorite cameraman, Mr. Mello, yourself, Brian, and most appreciated to be able to celebrate with my son. You know, something almost could bring you to tears. That you lived long enough. God permitted you to be around long enough to Strictly Business is now a generational program. Okay.
That's right.
So you guys have a very serious responsibility. Brian, you're doing a fantastic job. Hello, as usual, they don't see you one of these days. I want to see you on this side,
Right,
so
right.
they could see who this famous man is.
Yeah.
Because he does a fantastic
Come on, we
job.
got a program.
And my son naturally enjoying some people say, boy, he ain't got a mother. He's just like you.
Yeah.
I want to use this opportunity just to say good morning to Jackie, who's coming on next, along with Miss Hudson, Josie Ann, and their guests. Good morning, I met them out in the car, we had a little chat. And I told them, my day, some of us just transition easy, okay? They gladly passes on to the next generation, my son and his boys. Some people don't transition easy at all. I told them, my days, my lobster and steak days are over.
Yes.
I can't eat that.
Right.
I can buy them, thank God, because you've worked hard. Like my son said, if you are in your 30s, you gotta be able to grind it through. It's not easy, okay? Especially when you come from a background of not no privilege, you come from a poor, middle region, black background. You gotta grind. You guys gotta take care of your health. Right now, sickness is not age related at all. Too many young men in here in St. Martin, in Curacao, don't talk. Men in their 30s get strokes. I'm not even talking about diabetes. I ain't talking about cancer. I'm talking about strokes. It won't be long, my dear friends. After church yesterday, we were praying for some ill folks, some of the Adventists in Belvedere. I went to pay my good friend a visit, very, very good friend. Fritzy, how you doing, man? Fritz Ponteflet, who has made 49 years. It is now 29 years.
27.
27 years?
Yeah, 27.
27 years that he's been in a wheelchair.
Tough.
That is something that you have to respect. When you see Fritz on the road, you pay him respect here. Anybody, talking to anybody under the sound of my voice, when you see Fritz pass in his little chair, you bow your head and pay him respect. Because any man that went through, no, Julie, you're wrong. He had 27 operations and he's in a wheelchair 29 years.
Wow.
Those are the numbers.
Yeah.
He had 27 operations. He had 2 accidents, the original that put him in a wheelchair. After that, again, he had one. Okay? And he's 29 years in the chair. Fritz, we had a wonderful getting together.
Awesome.
Yeah, keep it strong because it's
And
not
when you
easy.
see him smile, oh God, man.
It's not easy.
Fritz could rob your heart. When you see him on the road, and he got his son in his smile, man. You know? Fritz, God bless. One more thing, real quick. I'm saying to folks in shut-ins, folks that don't want to talk, folks that just want to rap, folks that might want some help, and if we are able, we will help. 553-7580 is my number. 553-7580 is my number. You can give me a call. If I'm busy, I'm going to call you back. I'm a little chat. I'm not going to invade people's privacy.
Okay.
You know, I can go by home by Fritz, but you can't invade people's privacy. People are home. Sometimes they are ill. Sometimes they're not in the kind of state they would want to be or want to be seen. And you know, God help them. That's all I can say. We prayed a lot in church yesterday, boy.
Okay.
We prayed for the sick. And one person, oh man, let's just leave that alone.
Touch your heart.
No, God bless him. God bless him. He was sick and he was in a church.
Wow.
And the church was praying for him. And others. I give you the floor.
Yeah, B. So we're gonna touch that topic. You know, you're gonna have your say. My father's gonna have his say. You know, about foreigners and locals. You know, maybe my father also can go with us back in time and come back up because we're 30. You know, he was there before us, so he can tell us. I'm gonna give you from my perspective. I see the difference. I'm going to give you the difference of countries where I was. For example, I lived in Curacao. I always come to St. Martin. And I always like to give an example of the Bahamas because I've been there a few times, you know, and you see the difference. Right in St. Martin, we have a lot of foreigners here in St. Martin. It's becoming it's becoming too much. Okay. On the other hand, I'm not blaming them because if you live in a country, Brian, where there's poverty and it's, you know, they don't have no infrastructure, no government, you know, you don't have no opportunity in life, you would find your way out of there. Okay? And wherever accept you, you're gonna stay there. You know, so I wouldn't blame them. But on the other hand, we in St. Martin have to control it. You know, someday, Brian, you self tagged me in a post online that what a post say? Go ahead, tell me about it.
Which one?
Oh, the one about in Bahamas self that they give the locals the
they look out for
preference.
their own. Yeah, they were looking out for their own.
Give us
I
a
don't
little
remember all the details, but I know in the Bahamas, if any job vacancy is available, they look out for the Bahamians first.
Yeah.
You know, if there's no Bahamian that can do that post, then someone is allowed to fill the position. But
okay.
First, they come first.
Now, someday I met a old dog, as they say, who was in politics. He said, "Boy, when I see you walking, you remind me of your father." I said, "Yeah." He tell me, Junior, when your father was in government back in his day, it is not possible, it doesn't exist. Any foreigner get a position over Brian Barry, for example. It can't happen. It can't happen back in the day. You know, it doesn't exist.
Right.
That maybe you can give them a little. Why did you see it like that back in your day? Why was it so? Did you look out for your people because some people say you're racist and you didn't like them?
Let's put it this way.
Give it your.
I lost an election defending the people. Let me put it just like that to you.
Okay.
I was thrown out of government because I defended my people. You could call me racist. I'm not the one who just walk around with a skinhead and hang on black people. Not me, not that one. You could call me what you want, but the facts are the facts. When I was in government, I remember when in a particular casino, and the owner was a good buddy of mine. Good friend whose name I shall not call. I said, "My dear friend, I'm in government. I can't tolerate this light-skinned people behind the tables, and I'm not saying my local people. I'm not going to tolerate it. It's not going to happen." Within 2 months, all of them were local. When people come by me, I keep sending them down the way.
Okay.
I looked at Maori, I look at this one, I look at that one, I look at Rouge Noir. I kept sending local people. They were being employed. I wasn't out of government 6 months.
Ireland was back.
Things
Oh,
change.
Man, they got rid of the locals like dogs.
Yeah, that's a valid point right there, because then you're making it clear that we need government to
Yes.
keep an eye on
Otherwise,
their
it
business.
ain't going to
You
happen.
understand? Government needs to step in and keep an eye on their business.
Yeah.
Because the main reason you don't find the locals there is because the locals don't tolerate being underpaid.
Well,
You understand? That's one of them as well.
Well, let me put it this way. You have a combination of things. Let's go back again. In the 1970s, 1980s, when I got back in 83, my dear good friend, St. Martin had what we call an overemployment. Everybody had 2 jobs. They worked in government, they different places. And at night, they would work at the casino.
Okay.
It was a good time. It was real sweet. A lot of those folks own apartments today, own this, own that, own the other. We come back to our time. Suddenly, casino dealers need to have light skin. A lot of them are. Casino dealers got to have straight hair. A lot of them are. Etc. Till the point I decided to tell government, I would love a 60-40. 60% of your local employees should be local. 40% other people. Ramel Charles was hired at the time over the port. And I raised hell. About it. My father is a Trinidadian. And by God, if I think I can get the top job at the port, it ain't gonna happen.
Correct.
Not in Trinidad. No. It ain't happen.
You see, my problem is, Brian, you can give them jobs, but Melvin cannot be out of a job and you have all those positions filled and Melvin wants to work also.
No.
Now, on the other hand, what I would ask my father is, did it get out? Did it become worse after the years, or did it?
Oh.
Back in the day compared to now?
When I was in government, I remember several contracts came up to be extended of people from abroad, and they wouldn't extend the contract. I told them no. I remember a Dutchman applied for a job one time, and when I asked him, why do you want to come to St. Martin? And he told me, the sun is nice and the people nice, man. And the gentleman was middle-aged, 50-something, 60 years already. I told the Lieutenant Governor Richardson at the time, this conversation is over. I ended up giving the job to Diana Fleming, a local black woman. What am I saying? Over the years, it has deteriorated terribly.
It's worse now.
It's really. I'm not even going to talk about Curacao. I'm going back to Curacao this week, God spare life. I have to go back to Parliament. My parliamentarian is back in town, so we got work to do. In Curacao, thousands of jobs are taken by Europeans.
Okay.
Why they're like thousands of Curacaoians are unemployed.
So what you're saying is Curacao have a similar problem?
No.
Similar
Worse.
issue? Worse than St. Martin?
No, but okay, Daddy. But you see, now the difference is, right, in Curacao, the specific Dutch is filling the jobs. What I mean is, in Holland, I don't know about St. Martin, they have a like a stage where you can go and apply for a stage in Curacao. You know, but what I'm seeing here in St. Martin, I see the Dutch, I see the Spanish, I see even Africans, I see Surinamese. I mean, all of them, all over.
Yeah.
You know, you reach my places, brother. Sometimes they have difficulty speaking English. And I mean, come on.
Yes.
You meet Chinese here, over here, 10 years, they won't speak English with you.
Right.
It's better. They had an ad once.
I mean, come on, man. What was...
An ad came out, and one of the prerequisites, one of the demands were the applicants must speak Chinese.
I saw that. I saw it there. Right
The
here in Dutch Island,
applicants,
eh?
right here. And not one person in government groaned.
How about that?
It's just remarkable. You see, so what happened in my time, I was painted as a bad guy. I was painted as a racist guy. I was painted as a guy, man, don't kill no one, and so forth. And what happened is the public believed the foolishness. Because the media is racist. The media is bad, what we have on this island. And they wouldn't run a positive article on me. Never during those years. So what you do is a tactic they use in South Africa. You paint your leaders a certain color. Like right now, what's happening on the islands? All through the islands, you're seeing it. All the leaders getting locked up and then put on the road. Lock them, put them on the road. And leave them there. So what you do, you discredit all of your intelligentsia.
Okay.
You know, whether they're little crimes or big crimes. Because crime, if you commit a crime, you gotta put the time.
We can't put Brian, so let me bring a guy from Holland.
Here you go. Here you go.
The guy from Holland, he's a good man.
Yes. Yeah.
See, that what-
Crime
that's
is a
happening.
place with no corruption. Holland's a place with corruption. Holland's a place with decent people.
Yeah.
Holland's the some you have the what? And you know the thing is, some of us believe it. A lot of us believe it. Gentlemen, to say, give y'all back the floor, the government has to take serious charge
Correct.
of what's both French and Dutch
Correct.
about what's going on.
Hands-on
Meaning
approach.
the jobs be gradually taken over by everybody. Indians are hiring Guyanese Indians, they're hiring Trinidad Indians, they're hiring Indians by grippy hair little black people. Boy, you gotta beg to get in, boy.
Yes.
And to finish, but when we get a job also,
Right.
we gotta book up.
Yep.
Okay? My son runs businesses for us, and he don't play with the people at work. You're working for us, you deliver your work, and you get your pay. You don't play. We as black people do have a responsibility, Brian. We have to give service for money. Don't treat people any kind of old hoe because no. Tranquilo. Service for money. We have to learn how to be humble also. Okay? Now, a lot of the Dominicans, the Ghanaians, they get so fresh that they don't even give you good service anymore.
That's right. Yeah.
Friends, we have to take back the country.
You know, Brian, it's becoming worse and worse. You know, every day I seen it, and it's not benefit for the country. You know, I had a word with the Honorable Minister of Education. Remember, once we was back and forth, just talking. You know, and I was looking for the results of students that get scholarships. You know, what I think they have to do, in my opinion, my humble opinion. It's not easy, but all the students that go abroad, right, for scholarships,
That gets a scholarship.
get a scholarship.
Yeah.
If I understood what she told me, after a while, when they don't get scholarship no more, they lose them. So they don't keep track of them. You know. So what I believe, they should have a big database.
Of course.
A big database of all the students that keep going abroad. And it's hard work, it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but after time to time, call.
With your government.
Call them. Even because, look, I believe, sorry, Brian, because I believe, right, that after a while, after when they finish school or whatever, and they offer scholarship, and a lot of them don't come back to Martin.
Right.
And you don't hear from them no more. There's a lot of St. Martiners abroad, in Curacao, all over.
Educated by local finances, educated by local dollars.
And you're losing money because when you give them scholarship,
Not only money, you're losing intelligentsia.
yep,
Because when a person goes for a job, I remember I had this with a person, was, again, the government, the person wasn't from here, and when that person sits down and the person comes to apply for a doctor card, if the authority that's sitting there is local, it's a different conversation than if the authority that's sitting there is from somewhere else.
Okay.
Because when they're from somewhere else, all they do, question number 1, question number 2, question number 3. You qualify, you don't qualify. While if you're a local person, you know that's the Arundel Sun, man. Come on. Let me make that call there quick. While the paperwork is on, let's get a boy on the plane and get him out of here. Because there is a affinity you feel.
Right? He was in an institution, big institution a couple of days ago. A local lady was telling us she had to fight to get in there. And when she had gotten there, the top jobs, she seen a bunch of Dutchmen coming in as consultants.
Okay.
I telling you,
For
right?
big money.
Okay, for big money. Right? If you send a bill for them as a consultant, they will ask you to be crazy. But anyhow,
As you gotta wrap up.
we gotta wrap up.
Closing.
Mr. Martin, thank you. SOS, thank you. Strictly Business Foundation, thank you so much. Brian, thank you. Rolex Senior, thank you so much.
No, you gotta call me daddy still.
My boy.
No.
Melvin, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, you guys. And it was really nice being a junior. Thanks so much.
St. Martin family, that's our program for today. Remember, life is all about choices. So be careful what you choose and who you choose because time waits on no one. Till next time, strictly business.